Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to show you some cool feature about AI and Zabbix altogether, and basically it is AI problem assistant. So, like the main purpose of the Zabbix is to collect the data, then you have triggers that create problems, and sometimes in the production environment, these problems are like so out of the way, and especially if some new engineer monitoring engineer starts to working with your Zabbix setup, sometimes like a critical or disaster severity problem triggers, and go figure what it actually means, what it does. And this is exactly what AI assistant in the problems is meant to solve, the real problem it solves. So how it works, that if you go in a problem in the Zabbix, and I here right now have like monitoring problems, this is my demo setup that I have here on my Alma Linux. And basically, like, we have one example problem running here, which is the good old Zabbix agent is not available, for which, like, all of you, I believe, already know what it means. But imagine that we have something cryptic, that we don't really understand what the problem is and how to solve it. So with this module, we have this magic button next to each problem that you will have generated in your Zabbix called AI Assistant. And when you click on AI Assistant, like, hands up, I'm not typing anything. It figures out all of the summary of the problem, what it is, what happened, what could be the consequences, and what is the best path to the resolution on its own, based on trigger description, based on the trigger name, based on item name, item key, item values, and basically everything, all the technical information that is available in your Zabbix. And here's the answer, like interpretation. The event indicates that the Zabbix agent on a Linux host specified in the trigger, here's the ID for the reference, is not available. The trigger condition is that the agent's availability must be 0, which is currently is, indicating an issue. Potential impact without resolving. Monitoring data from this host won't be collectible, leading to unnoticed issues. Suggested solutions. Check the Zabbix agent status, configuration verification, network connectivity, and more information needed. And you can chat with this, like you can go and say, I checked agent status with systemctl status Zabbix agent, and it showed that it is running. What should I check next? Click enter. I'm gonna wait for a second for a response. Interpretation: the Zabbix agent is running, but the server still sees it as an unavailable, suggesting communication issues between agent and server. So I'm not gonna go deeper in this rabbit hole, but basically, as you do understand, like, this is gonna be your best assistant for all of the problems that you might be having in your Zabbix, and no need to guess anymore what it actually is and what you need to do with it. And the most important part, like how to get it running. So as you already noticed from the model window, this module is provided by InitMax and available in the InitMax store. And there are a couple of requirements for this module to function. One of the requirements is that the supported version for the Zabbix right now is Zabbix 7.0, and minimal supported PHP version is 8.0. Also, we'll mention right from the start that module in this case is not free. So this module is going to cost you $199 minus 20% if you're going to use a discount code that you can find underneath this video in the description. So you will get a discount code for 20%. So what you do is just click here, Get Pro Edition, check both these, like agree to terms of the service, and here you will have enter coupon code and enter the code here, and voila, you will get 20%. So if you decided to go with this, how is the installation actually happening? Super simple. So once you do the payment, what is going to happen, you will receive a couple of emails from InitMax GitLab with the instructions how you can actually log in, just to make sure that you are able to git clone the repository with this module, which is called Zabbix UI Modules AI Problem Diagnostics Assistant Pro.git. So when you get that link, what you need to do is go to your CLI with your Zabbix front end, not necessarily the server, and you need to go to the directory user share Zabbix modules. This is going to be the default one if you're using Zabbix installed from the packages. If you have something custom, just find your frontend directory of your Zabbix frontend, right? And inside it, find directory modules. Here, you will need to run git clone and then the git address from the wiki page, which is gonna not require you anything, so no prompts, but basically after you type it, you will have a new folder here called AI Problem Diagnostics Assistant Pro. After that, depending on which user you're actually running the git clone command, you might need to adjust the permissions on this folder. If you have Nginx, if you have Apache or wdata, depending on your distribution, just copy paste the correct command, execute it here. Since then, basically, that's it that you need to do in CLI. And before we continue, I just wanted to have like 30 seconds for you just to mention that a couple of weeks ago, we also had amazing cooperation with a Faddom, which brings a context to your alerts, which allows you to have like visualization map across all of the dependencies of your environment. So if you're working in a Zabbix, usually dependency map is something you need to build manually. Like there's no topology discovery and anything like that with a Zabbix, but you can easily integrate Zabbix with your Faddom. And then in a Faddom, you have like topology and dependencies and all sort of information about your servers. And from the Zabbix, you can pass all of this information to the Faddom so that basically you have like a single pane of glass having everything. And I also made a video about how you can integrate Zabbix with a Faddom completely for free. I'm going to link it somewhere above this video right now in a card. So go check it out if you want to try it out yourself. And next thing that we need to do is go back to our Zabbix frontend, click on the administration, general, modules. Here you will need to click scan directory. And after you do that, you will find here some new module, which is going to be altered by initmax SRO. And the name of the module is AI Problem Diagnostic Assistant. By default, if you just added this module to your directory and click scan directory, it is going to be disabled. So the only thing that you need to do is click here, enable. After that, you will see a new page, a new menu navigation button in administration section called AI General. And underneath, you will have AI Problem Diagnostic Assistant. This is your module configuration page, and inside it you basically need to provide just a minor adjustments, like here for the system role, which is like a prompt defining what your LLM is going to behave like. You don't need to touch anything here. If you want to change the model, you can choose anything here. The most important thing is that you need to provide an API key. API endpoint is like hard-coded, and if you want to go with a Gemini, you can do it like here, or if you want to use some custom LLM, maybe you have something locally self-hosted, so available for you for free, then you just do it here. After that, just click update, and the next time when you will go to the monitoring problems, you will have your AI assistant button next to all of your problems. So go ahead, click on them, find out about what is happening in your environment, find out about guidance on how to actually fix those problems. And I do hope that this is going to be beneficial for your monitoring setup. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next videos.